Hello and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie and I'm here to give a reading to the collective. I tend to post throughout the week and take the weekends off from doing a reading. However, if the energy is there for me to do a reading, I will on the weekend as well. So it is Monday and this is the beginning of a new week. And this week feels like a new week, like a new week in a new life. So, if you feel like life has become something that you don't recognize just because it's so new, then this reading is for you, I believe. So, let's see what tarot has to say. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Let me see if I can explain it in a different way because I feel like I only resonate with a few people there. This energy that I'm feeling is the energy of a brand new level, not an old cycle about to end, not the in between. This is now on the other side of everything. This is now the new level. This is zero, starting fresh in a whole new way. And this could be a new job, a new house, a new pet, a new season. It's just a new something. It's something new. Whatever that pertains to you, if something in your life has now come to a place of something you're having to figure out or learn. Oh, that's what I feel. I feel learning happening here. There's learning taking place, and I just dropped a card. Okay, interesting. It is the Four of Swords. Now, guys, that's what I feel on this level is this ability to rest and not work your ass off in order to just survive. This is being able to live in a way that you don't have to stress every day thinking that you don't know a way to be able to pay those bills every day. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, this is being able to live without anxiety, without panic, without all of those daily stressing anxiety things that I feel this collective has dealt with in the past. This is a whole new way of living. And you may not recognize it because you're like, I'm way too calm. I'm way too peaceful. Should I be freaking out about something? The answer is no. Spirit is wanting you to really rest in this energy, wanting you to take this energy of being like, oh, wait, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And and I see like this almost discomfort in that feeling because you've never had it before. And like I said though, this is so new. You may be feeling you may be later in your life but feeling as if you're a teenager again. Like things are coming up that remind you of when you were a teenager, okay? And that lets you know that you have crossed over into a new level and you're experiencing life now in a way that like a teenager or a child would, but through your experienced and wizened eyes I'm getting and mind. So I'm so sorry. Excuse me. If you would want to no, see, this is the energy I'm talking about. Very awkward energy. You know, when you're a teenager and you have this like false confidence about the world, but then you're like super awkward at the same time. It's just like awkward teenage energy. Anyways, what I was going to say is, let me take a sip of my coffee. If you're an Elvis fan, hunger, hunger, burning love. Any song could have come to my head, but Hunka Hunka Burning Love did. So I do sense that on this new level, you are going to be experiencing a new level of love as well. Get ready. Get ready. I feel it. The energy of this new love is nothing you've ever experienced before. This is a safe love, I feel. And it gives you a sense of, how can I, oh my God, this is so complicated. Um, it's a relaxed love. It makes you feel so safe to be yourself and to speak your truth and to really honor the respect and partnership, the connection between you and this other person. Um this is a very heart open relationship. This is true love. This is verging on unconditional love. I do feel that this love again is in that teenagery phase where you're learning about each other. You're kind of seeing what you're all about. I had the incense over here to the side, but I had the strongest urge to move it. So that's why you see smoke all of a sudden coming up. It's an incense. A green incense cone, actually. Okay, cone is coming out there as a spiral. Okay, I'm getting twister tornado kind of imagery. So it feels like you've come out of a chaotic situation, but, and just like that, there's no more smoke because that incense cone is done. Wow, the timing of that was so beautiful. In other words, the days of chaos and twisterness and not knowing how what's going on and all that, that's done. You may not know what's going on, but you know it's okay. It's like your nervous system has been able to be, I'm hearing rewired. I'm also hearing restructured, almost in a way that like you realize you've come this far living in survival mode, and it's like you've just outgrown doing that. You're now in, and if you haven't reached this point yet, no, I'm sorry guys, if you're at this video, you've reached this point. This is the new level. So what I'm getting is that you've surpassed the time of hunkering down and sheltering up and preparing for disaster and thinking the worst is to come. Like those days are done. This is now, it's calm. The sun is out. There's a rainbow. And because of the twister, because of the chaos, there's now, I just see like gold raining from the sky. I see an oil pipe that busted that nobody knew of, or oil coming from the ground, almost like the Clampett. What's that show? The Clampets? Judd Clampett? Yeah, where they discovered oil and got rich out all of a sudden, and they're just these, backwoods kind of folk living in this rich house. And yeah, it's funny to see how they go throughout life that way. So there's something here about not changing. So I do feel that wealth is coming in pretty hardcore for some of you. And there's something here about staying true to your roots, staying true to who you really are, even though your circumstances around you may level up in a way that, but I'm also hearing that you've leveled up to where that won't happen. But I feel like spirit's like it could happen if you let it. But I'm feeling pretty confident that your energy is knowing that the reason you even got to the place you're at right now is by being authentically you. And if you all of a sudden become someone else because you all of a sudden got wealthy and all your dreams started to come true. That's not being authentic. Okay. So there is something here about staying authentic throughout everything. Okay. Oh, and as I say that, here's that devil. Yeah, Capricorn energy here. These are those temptations that. Now, I'm getting this energy very strongly. The devil doesn't show up in an obvious way. The devil is very subtle. This is that person that comes along who's very charming, who compliments you, who tells you everything you want to hear, who makes you feel important, who makes you feel seen. And it feels good. But then and what they're doing in that case is they're hooking you, right? They're hooking you. They're appealing to your ego. And your ego's very strong, okay? It can be lit up pretty brightly with the right praising, okay? So this is that ego, and they're hooking you and reeling you in. And by the time you get all the way to them and they show you who they really are, you're already so hooked that they know you're not going anywhere. And that was the whole point, is that they gave you what you needed and wanted at that time. And you're like, oh, this feels good. Okay, I like the way I feel around them. But there was something in the back of your mind going, and yeah, and so we all tend to ignore those little back voices because we love the feeling they give us, right? Even though the only reason we love it is because they are rubbing a wound that we have. And they're not rubbing it in a healing way. They're rubbing it in a way like giving you pain meds, okay? That's what the devil is a pain med. It's a unnatural pill that we put in our bodies to make the pain go away. And that's what they are. But guess what? That doesn't get rid of the root problem. So they're just like covering up the actual issue. They're making you forget the things that you need to work on because they make you feel so good. They're like a drug, okay? And so they confuse you and leave you wanting more. And when they don't give it to you, you feel desperate. And then you have withdrawals if they completely leave your space, you know? These kind of people are like drugs, all right? So I see that is something that either someone still has in their energy that you're still dealing with, this devil character. Now I say devil, and a lot of people get triggered by that word. When I refer to devil, I refer to it as, I feel like I need to change the camera. All the things she said, running through my head. You remember that song by Tattoo? Anyways, the devil is all the things that distract us from doing the real healing. That's what I refer to as the devil, okay? Anything that we use as a distraction to actually do the things that we need and want to do in order to reach our desires, that is the devil to me, okay? So I've said this before, but like if my husband would bring sugar into the house and I'm trying to like really be conscious of what I put in my body, I'd be like, why'd you bring the devil into the house, right? So this is just the things that distract you from really doing the things that you know you need to do but what I'm hearing is that you've really worked with the Seven of Pentacles. You've really worked to identify the devils in your life and to really separate yourself from that energy. And you've learned that it's okay to do that, and that whatever you're separating from, it'll be okay without you. Yes, will it try to still grab onto you? Sure. Okay. I'm getting some energy of people being offended by being referred to as the devil. And again, I will repeat, the devil is anything, anyone that is a distraction, any place that is a distraction from being your authentic self by doing the healing and growing and evolving. Okay? So if you are someone who was holding someone back, you would be the devil. Okay? That's what I mean by that. And if you have someone in your life who was probably a wonderful person, who probably has a wonderful heart, and there's no in no way that I'm saying anybody's evil, but see that's what I feel is that some people are associating the devil with evil, and that's not what I'm saying at all. The devil I'm referring to, yeah, it could be evil for some people. I'm referring, and I feel that the collective I'm really tuning into is that it took you a long time to figure out who in your life is actually a distraction for you and not someone that is with you in your healing. And the way you figure that out is by knowing how you are feeling after they leave your energy. If they leave your energy and you are left feeling drained and puny and tired and want to take a nap, or you feel depressed or low or angry or frustrated, okay? If you leave their presence and you're feeling rejuvenated and energized and you feel good about yourself, like you could go conquer the world, that's not a devil. You know, that's not a devil energy distracting you. That's someone that you do want, but you've got to be careful of being the devil in that circumstance, of draining them because your energy is not where it should be. Okay, so I do feel several examples of the collective here where some of you are the devil in this circumstance, where you're the one draining someone, where you're the one that doesn't want to see them succeed because you haven't dealt with your own demons and devils. Okay, and then I feel the collective that is aware of the people, things, and places in their life, and they're doing the work to separate themselves from that so they can do the healing and growing. And then I feel that a collective on the other side of that, where you've worked really hard to get rid of any distractions or anything that just is not for your highest good. Okay. And so, whichever one you resonate, well, let's see. Let's see where we're heading here. What is this? Okay, yes, we've got the 7 of Wands here. Did I say 7 of Pentacles? Because this is definitely 8 of Pentacles. And the devil is 15. I don't know if that's a significant number to anyone. But the 7 of Wands is these energies that are distracting you, these devil energies. You've worked hard now to be able to recognize them and to know that was the point I didn't make a while ago, okay? They want me to bring back up that not every person, place, or thing that you consider devil energy is all bad, or they may not even be bad at all. It's just that they haven't dealt with their demons. They haven't grown out of their patterns that are destructive. And so you are choosing to not be around them while they deal with that. Because if you continue to stay in their lives, they will continue to rely on your light to brighten their lives. And when your light leaves, they're forced to look at themselves in a really honest way and not just feel good because they drained off of you, right? And again, I'm feeling both sides to that. I'm feeling that the collective I'm tuning into are the drainers. And I'm also feeling the collective that you're the light, that you're the one that was getting drained, okay? So this is you being able to face these energies wanting to drain you um by standing on higher ground here. You are at a higher evolution in your spiritual journey, in your I feel that the collective here has gone through this ego death, and you are aware that everyone is on a journey and that everyone is choosing every single day which way they want to go. And so it's almost like you have a higher perspective now. And again, I'm feeling both sides here. I'm feeling the collective on this level and the collective that's here. The ones grasping and the ones moving on, okay? So you can put yourself wherever you feel you resonate, and it doesn't matter which one you are. Not one is not better than the other. We literally all have a path, and the people we meet on our path are for a reason. The people that leave our path are for a reason. And there is a level of trust that needs to happen here that a lot of people choose not to do, not to have. They choose not to trust, to continue to live in this devil energy and be distracted from the truth. Okay. Queen of Pentacles energy has come forward. So I definitely feel those that I am really tuning into here are those that are choosing to do the healing. Queen of Pentacles wouldn't come out here if you were still grasping and still continuing to go down the road you're going down, being distracted by those devil energies. So Queen of Pentacles is here to rise. And I don't see this as material abundance just yet. I see this as the attitude, the energetic alignment to abundance and wealth and happiness and love. This is energetic alignment. And so I see that all of your all of your desires are coming in, like they're literally on their way to you, like on a bullet train right now. So you've got to really hold that frequency, that magnetism right now, to be able for those to come in. And look what's coming in. Two of Cups here. This is that love that I was feeling at the beginning. This is that love of that divine masculine and divine feminine. Oh, we have totally elevated here. I no longer feel that devil energy anymore. Thank God. That was heavy. See, I didn't even realize it was heavy until I moved away from it. And that is exactly what you would feel. When you move away from this devil energy, you'll then be like, oh my God, I didn't realize how much they were actually like weighing me down and distracting me and keeping me feeling insecure and draining me. And why did I want them around? There's really, and now this is like this energy of clarity, of balance, and then recognizing true, authentic people. Okay. And notice the winged lion above them with the horns. It's almost like these two energies I'm feeling have the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and both energies inside of us have experienced the devil. And so we've come out of it. We've beat the devil, you guys. We have beat him, her, he, it, whatever the devil is. Because, like I said, the devil is just that distracting energy. And so we've beat that distraction. We've realized it was just a distraction. And we have increased our self-love enough to be like, I want more. I want something different than this. Because even if it's new and uncomfortable and I don't know what to expect, I want it more than I want this pain and this hurt and this imbalance and this offness that I've been dealing with forever now because I haven't chosen to walk away. Queen of Swords. Yes, this is the energy of being able to cut that devil energy out to cut away those distractions. I'm talking about food. I'm talking about people. I'm talking about jobs. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about stuff. I'm talking about places. Anything that does not serve your highest good, you're cutting out. You're cutting it out. And I love the energy I'm feeling with this. Almost like, get the F away from me. No more. I'm done. You can think what you want to think. You can say what you want to say. I'm done. I love you, but I'm done. I love me too. And I know what's best for both of us is that I walk away. I go away. I cut myself off because you are not going to do the healing if you have me around. And I'm not going to do the healing if I have you around. So this is us saying goodbye. Okay? And if it's like a place, you can say goodbye to a place. You can say goodbye to a thing. It's all energy, you guys. If that makes you feel better about leaving it, being able to say goodbye, then do that. Okay? So this is cutting out those distractions, but also being open for what's to come. For when those distractions are gone, this is what's to come after that. So we're going to ask Spirit through tarot, what is to come? What is to come? Clarity, the truth, a breakthrough. Everything you've been seeking, everything you've been wanting to know, everything you've been wanting to understand, that's what's coming because you have gotten rid of these distractions. Balance is to come. Also, money is to come. That flow of money. Understanding of the flow of money. Understanding of the energetic frequency needed to match and align with wealth. Not money. Okay, this is something different. You're not trying to align with money. You're aligning with wealth. And a lot of people associate wealth with money. But let's think about this. Someone with 500 acres of land, that's not money. But holy moly, is that wealth and abundance versus someone with $500 in their bank account? Who's wealthier? So there really is this relationship shift that you are having with money and abundance and wealth. And you're realizing that money is not what you want. It is wealth. Wealth of abundance, wealth of happiness, wealth of love, wealth of opportunity. Wealth. It's a funny word when you keep saying it over and over. Wealth, 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 wealth. Okay, done. All right, what else we got? Okay, so we got the moon coming out. Okay. I do feel alignment here. The moon represents, well, it can be Pisces, but it also represents that duality of the moon, but the sun as well. I'm getting duality from this card because the moon can also mean secrecy, mysteriousness, that the feminine. I am getting feminine from this, that feminine energy. So there's definitely, okay, wait. I'm getting like shaky voice here. So what is this energy? So on the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands, which is just like combativeness. So someone, a feminine, might be combative towards you. Maybe several. Okay, so I'm getting like divine feminine here. And I'm getting something about waking up the divine feminines. So something about your energy in connecting to the feminines of the world of earth, like not just feminines of in human form, but the feminines of earth, like any feminine energy, any animal, any tree, any substance. Oh my god, I'm getting universe now because the moon is feminine. So I'm getting beyond our world. I'm getting out into space here. So there's something here about aligning with this divine feminine energy through, like it's big, like connecting to just, I can't, what is, can I get words here that explain what something about being in your authentic self and removing those distractions and realizing the truth. Part of realizing the truth is knowing your part in it. And so I see that you realize part of your truth is connecting with the divine feminines of the universe, of existence, because this is creating a balance that is much needed. I am feeling now that we are in a shakeup, which is leading to this overall balance. And so it's like I got this zoomed out view of why we're doing what we're doing, because it's not just about you. It's not just about you. How egocentric. It's about the universe here coming back into balance. And so your part in it is about you, because that's all you can control anyways. But it's like spirit wanted me to show you why it's so important for you to come into balance. And I'm not talking about females, okay? I'm talking about the feminine energy that we all have inside of us that we need to honor and respect and bring forward. And I feel that the collective I'm tuning into has been forced to face their feminine side. Yes, that is what this energy is. You are facing your feminine side that I feel like has been squashed down for a very long time by the masculine side, because you believed that you had to show up in a masculine way in order to get things done, when really it is a balance that is needed between these masculine and feminine energies with the Two of Pentacles. So, and the Lovers confirms that coming on out here, that there's this balance between masculine and feminine that is really needed. And so the feminine, since it has been so squashed down, has come through a time of rising up. Now I am seeing that feminines felt, once everybody realized that their feminine side was being squashed down, it's almost like to compensate, they went too much in their feminine. So I'm almost feeling the collective that was like this with their feminine, their masculine was here, and then once they realized their feminine was being squashed and they felt empowered, it's almost like their feminine went way up here. So again, there was an imbalance. And so I think we've come in a time where now those feminines and masculines energies are coming back into balance to where things are balanced. Can I get words for that, spirit? Where you can show up in your feminine energy while also showing up in your masculine energy. Let's get some qualities of masculine and feminine energy for those that may not understand fully. Masculine being the take charge energy, the sun. Hold on. I'm getting planets, Saturn, Jupiter, but I'm not 100% sure if those are masculine planets. So, but those came forward very strongly. Pluto I'm getting for some reason. Okay, so that's why I feel it's universal. Okay. Masculine energy is strong. This is strength. but so is feminine energy. Okay, give me specifically masculine. This is organization. This is structure, logic, planning, foundations. This is doing groundwork. Um, yeah, okay. So that they said that's enough examples. Feminine side is you're more creative. This is your darker moon energy. This is um spice to life, passion, which I know both energies have passion. So again, spirit, give me feminine specific. Beauty, but not in the way of superficial, just beauty. Um Beauty is the eye in the eye of the beholder. This is that free flowy side, almost like trusting the flow. Um Creativeness, uniqueness. This is communication, um creation, collaboration. The C's go with the feminine side. Anything else? Okay. And so we have all of those things inside of us, but some people choose to let those masculine traits really come forward so much so that they become ashamed of the feminine qualities that they have as well. And so when there's an imbalance, there's almost a shame, guilt thing here. But when we become imbalanced, we realize everyone has both of these qualities inside of them. And so it comes forward in different ways, you know. A masculine man can show his creativity through his work. I'm getting a construction worker, you know, someone who builds beautiful things. That's showing their feminine side that way. You know, there's guys who aren't afraid to wear pink or purple or something like that or whatever. Or a woman who's in, let's just say, an office building full of guys who has to kind of be in that masculine role, but also be creative in the way she expresses herself or does the job. I feel those examples are lackluster. Okay, Spirit's telling me to look for examples of feminine and masculine in your own life. Where do they show up? Not just in you, but out in the world. And what are you noticing about the balance or imbalance? So interesting. Spirit's almost like giving you homework here. What do you notice about the masculine and feminine energy showing up in the world right now? Okay. Anything else? All right, they want me to end on a Bob Ross card. And I feel a great appreciation of those that have tuned into this and stayed the 38 minutes because I was so close to ending it at 26 minutes. I like had the thought like, ooh, I can make this a short one. And then nope. So let's see what Bob has to say so we can end this message today in a good way. Here we go. Just let go and fall like a little waterfall. Oh, Mr. Bob. This is Bob Ross, by the way. We got 6 of diamonds here for unconditional love. Diamonds are, I think, Aquarius or I'm getting February. Is it, or Taurus? I don't know. What's the diamond? Who's got the, anyways, I'm getting that the diamond will be significant for someone here. And diamonds are tough, you know. They're beautiful. There we go. There we go. That's what Spirit, thank you. A diamond is a beautiful expression of masculine and feminine. Masculine being, it is one of the hardest substances on the planet. And also feminine being one of the most beautiful substances on the planet. So there's that beauty and that like tough exterior, right? Okay. Just let go and fall like a little waterfall. But you know, he says little, but that's a huge waterfall right there. So I feel like that's a message right at the end that when you allow the flow, it can almost be like a rush sometimes. And so they're wanting to just kind of warn you that it can feel like a rush once you make that decision to just let it go. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much. This was a lovely reading, and I'm here with you. I'm literally here with you. I promise you, I'm going through everything you're going through, or you wouldn't be connecting to me. And if you like the way that I look into energy and express the energy and what's going on, then you can check me out for a personal reading. Right now, I'm offering readings through Etsy, but I will be starting my website very soon where you can then do personal readings. Okay. All right, guys, be looking out for that. And thank you so much. I love you and have a good day. Bye.